would have legs that are just overdeveloped when I skip them.
It was genetics for me. I'm not gonna lie. That's why
I'll skip back sometimes. I've gone through month periods where there wasn't any back training.
Yeah.
Because I did high school, I was doing gymnastics. High school, middle school, like 11 to 16. And all their stuff is back. Like you do a ton of pull-ups. Every time you're swinging around stuff, you're like using your lats. So even before I even started working out, I kind of had like a lat spread from all those.
What'd you weigh in high school when you graduated high school?
Graduated, I was like 195.
It's good size.
200.
That's what I was too.
Yeah, somewhere around there. But when I started working out, I think I was like that's probably 165 or something. So a little.
So you had a good physique in high school.
Yeah, I was getting there. I was already never.
He's nodding over here saying, so your brother says that, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's I think it must have started when I was younger. Like if I think about whatever my psychological motivation to get bigger was, like when I was a kid, like 8, there was this some mom on the swim team who would always like make a big deal, like Sam's got abs. He's not 6 years old. He's got abs. I bet a shrink would have something to say about that. How like it grew, but yeah, there's kind of so it's always kind of like on the bigger side of things. Not even like more like cut. Like some like
I was cut. Yeah, I was the same way. I was cut, so it appears to be bigger. But I mean, you're doing a lot of core work like that. Gymnastics, a lot of core.
Were you training in the gym while you were doing the gymnastics?
That was its own thing. Yeah. Okay. The working out didn't start till sophomore year of high school, so I was like 16 and a half. Because the gymnastics was like, 11 to 16. You got to be really good to do like college stuff, national level. Like we were good. Like we could flip around, do like a double flip on the floor and like land it. But the guys who actually went to college for it, like we went to Vegas for a competition, like just as a destination trip for us. And you get paired up with guys because you walk around like the high bar where you swing around it for the floor. And it was us next to these 2 Russian kids. The dad was their coach. We're smiling, we're joking around. Those never seen a more serious, like 14-year-olds. Like they were locked into
Probably coached since they were 2 years old.
Yeah. Exactly. But
if you don't win, you're a failure to our family.
You see a lot of that. But it's yeah, so once I quit doing that, it's just my knees are getting hurt from all the impacts of everything. It's like my back was bothering me because when you're swinging around this stuff, I mean, I don't know how many G's of force just pulling on your spine at the bottom. I think it was just hitting me kind of hard. And I was like 5'11".
Did you watch the Olympics this past year, or did you actually still enjoy watching it or anything? Or?
Oh, we'll tune in.
I think you're not like super fan of gymnastics as much.
At the time, I was watching more of it. But we were a little more casual in the grand scheme of things for them, which might have made it better enjoyment-wise. Yeah. We're all having fun. Like, those guys are all serious. So it's a little give and take there. But that was 3 hours a day, except for Sundays, and a 30-minute drive.
Definitely teaches you a dedication to what you're doing now, though.
So it didn't really feel like a dedication. But
you said a 3-hour drive?
What am I saying? 30-minute drive.
Oh, I was like,
3
you
hour.
pulled 6 hours a day.
Like 3 hour
time
training session.
Yeah, and it wasn't all like you warm up for half an hour, stretch, and there's you kind of standing around before you do your stuff. But it was a 4-hour chunk of time after school every day, middle school till middle of high school.
Because your time management must be crazy if you're still every day you're clocking like you are.
Right. So once that was gone, I got to do something.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was still like 160, we had like a little. I was like maybe easing into it somehow with the training, but there was a little gym in the basement where like half of it was my bedroom, half was the gym, rack, dumbbells. And I remember, so now basically 3.5 hours of activity out of my day was gone. And I'm eating bags of croutons, like a full family size bag of like white puffed Cheetos. That was just something you ate. Like, I'm kind of hungry. Like, so I could tell I was getting a little softer. Shit. I covered my mirror up for like 2 months after I got into the working out because like I wanted to see a difference somehow, and it worked. I got back on it with the working out, but it was a big chunk of time every day that's now gone. I got to fill it up with something. And if it was all the guys you really hung out with were there, so it just made it really easy to plug the gym in. And I was still doing diving at the time too. That persisted till freshman year of college. That is intense. You do like some leg lifts and some V-ups and stuff. a lot of ab work, because they want you to be able to like ball up really quick to get spinning around. But that barely, I wouldn't want to do a leg day right before a diving practice, because if your legs give out, you just totally crumple and you scratch your back on the board or whatever. But they, even getting up to, so for me to walk around those practices like 200 pounds, even 190, so you're stick heavy. These guys are, same with the gymnastics.
They're pretty slender, right?
Skinny, short, just easy to spin, you know? And these diving boards are only so strong. Like I was,
How tall are you?
I was probably going into high school. I think I was maybe 5'7", 5'8", and like finished 5'11" and a half-ish. But once I got above like 185, 190, the board would hit the water.
Yeah.
And it would really smack it. So it's like getting a little heavier than it was designed.
I think you should do a video of you trying to dive now.
So I can still do it. We, like me and Mark, we'll go to the public pool sometimes. At 2 years since we touched a diving board. And just after a couple jumps, like it's 2.5.
You never left.
Yeah. Now I want to make sure I limber up a little more. Like I've been stretching, not my entire body, but like adductors, hamstrings, like sit in the straddle and try to really reach flat. And I, like even the flexibility memory is still kind of there. Like if I were to sit and try to spread my legs out as far as they could quickly, I wouldn't want to go even probably a little less than 90 would be tight. But if I sit for a minute and ease into it, like I can get pretty wide. So I'd want to loosen up before that. But I do want to go back to a pool.
Are you a good diver too, or
Yeah,
were you competitive or too? Also,
we were both doing high school.
Those are cool videos. You do it once a year or something just to show, all right, let's see if I can still do it.
That's a perfect plug. Say something like that, because with the bodybuilding, it's always the guys with. Sure, these guys are huge, but they're not athletic. Yeah. So then he gets to say like, okay, can you do this? 3 flips.
yeah, that's actually like we haven't spoke to a lot of people because Phil played basketball, and Brian Shaw was a basketball player, so you have certain athletics with people, but swimming's the whole like diving. It's just totally different.
Yeah. Who's the one actor? Spy movies. Partner like The Rock's the other guy. All British.
Jason Tatham.
Be mindful.
He was a diver.
Okay,
Like he was
he's a little dude.